To Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl Jada.
And I'm your girl Lala, and this is Little Leah.
Hi,
Thanks for
Leah.
tuning in with us.
So, how are you doing? How's everything going? What's going on with you?
So life is good on this wonderful, wonderful Monday. Not too hot, not too cold, and the rain is holding up. And you know what? We have life. So I am thankful. How are you?
I'm doing good. I cannot complain. I'm like really doing good today. I'm having a good day. I'm feeling good. So that's always a plus. And everything that's going on, the semester officially is over. So I'm really feeling good. You probably see
Well,
it all in my face.
yes,
You
that's why
know,
you're glowing, girl. You're glowing. And I want to
trying.
give a shout out to all of the graduates for 2023, one being my sister. So when you guys get a chance, please drop in the comments below congratulating my sister. And I don't care if you don't know her, you still send
That's right.
congratulations.
Send love because we shouting out everybody who graduated this year. Class of 2023, graduation is always an amazing time. I always love to hear everyone who's graduating, attending graduation, or even going to prom. Have you been seeing some of these proms? As
Let me
people
tell
in the
you,
shade room, it's like it's on a whole nother level from when we
these
went to prom.
these children is having weddings from
Baby,
prom. Okay.
baby.
They are making their parents spend all of this money for one night.
Yes, yes. The dresses, the outfits, a whole
They had a
nine.
whole billboard set up around her house, a whole billboard set up. Then she had the party at her house. They created a tent. She had smoke and steam and fireworks and lights.
And a DJ, right?
Yes. Let me tell you. These show now here's the thing, and I'm not trying to you want to do right by your children. Your mom and my mom did right. But here's my thing. Put it into this perspective. If you do all of this for prom, what are they going to expect of you for their wedding? What are they going to expect of you for their baby shower? What are they going to expect of you for even if they choose to withhold having a wedding and they go to college? Now you've done this up so big. Now what's the next thing?
You're
going to have to go take a loan out.
And you know what? The parents might even do it bigger than that because they want to, generally it's a party. They want to celebrate. They want to be the big,
it's
they want to be the best.
But this is beyond.
They want to do it up. What happened to the days of you just going over to someone's house to see them off the prom? What happened to those days? What happened to that? Just everyone showing up, taking pictures.
Right.
You know, what happened to those days seeing them get into the limo? What happened to those days? Now it's a full-fledged production of everybody going to prom.
How you in the hood? How you in the hood? And got billboards and limos and all this money for these luxurious gowns and tux, custom tuxes, not off the rack tuxes. I mean custom to match the girl's dress, which is also custom. Custom shoes, Gucci shoes, Louis Vuitton shoes. Like,
I just hope their grades were as good as these
reflective, right?
Okay, I hope these grades were as good as these send-offs because at the end of the day, I would not be giving my child no send-off like that if their grades were not up to par. I'm hoping these kids have GPAs out of the world because if you're walking around and your GPA is a 1.5, we are not doing this type of send-off to you. You better be happy I'm even letting you go to prom. Yeah, right. Go to prom because guess what? With that GPA, you're not graduating. How about that?
Not even that. You know they're in the hood. I'm sorry to say it, but if you got all that money and you could take a loan out for that, so to speak, you need to take a loan and put a little deposit to move on up into a nice little co-op. All right.
But that's the mentality. Just
But
like you
that
see
we
the
were
young girls with these expensive baby outfits and clothes, Gucci and Louis and stuff, and these babies outgrow this stuff so quickly. And these strollers, over $1,000 strollers, and
stroller.
it's like,
Well,
come on
I
now.
got that stroller, that Duna stroller, and guess what? Nobody got me to Duna stroller, and I'm happy nobody got me to Duna stroller.
Because did you need that? Did you need
No,
that? You
no,
was good with the stroller you had, was you
that
not?
I'm more than thankful because he's still rocking it. And I hate to say it, we are not our generation, but the generation now is so stuck on names and the image. It's an image, and they don't realize that that's not real life. One thing, we laugh about Matthew. Yes, that's your Jade. We laugh about Matthew being very money conscientious, but he always tells me, Lauren, doesn't matter about what the brand is or what everybody else is rocking or does or doesn't have, because until they give it to you, are they paying for it for you? Are they giving it to you? Then don't worry about it. That's one
Up
thing.
with the Joneses, and you can't even keep up with the J and the Jones.
My
You know what
husband
I'm
said that
saying?
right.
You keeping up with the Joneses, and you can't even keep up with the J and the Jones. And my thing is, if it's nice and I like it, I'm gonna get it. I'm not one of those people name brand this, name brand that. I like me a good deal and a good bargain. I bought me some cute sandals, y'all, for $21.
Woo-hoo!
Cute sandals offline, beautiful flat sandals, $21, and I was super happy.
And you know what I realized? You look in the magazines and everything, the celebrities, they mix and match.
Yeah.
They don't always have a big name on. They may have a little Louis Vuitton mixed with a little Adidas, and they make it work. But that's the style. We have this mentality. The poor people have the mentality that we have to have Gucci everything, Louis Vuitton this, Louis Vuitton that. And if we don't have the whole set, then something's wrong. We're not satisfied. But you know what? Half of the rich people, I hate to say it, they rent it and take it back.
Exactly. They don't keep that stuff.
You ever seen Rent the Runway?
Maybe I got a dress from Rent the Runway.
You
did? Girl, yes.
In your opinion, is it worth it?
It was, because I honestly did get a lot of compliments in this dress. Okay. And honestly, I don't think it was a dress I probably would have bought on my own. And just because I wanted something, so I had originally got another dress that was really fly. But because I love fried chicken a little too much, it didn't work for me. I know me and Liam like to eat. Me and Liam like a good meal.
And his
mom. And his mama, we all like to eat. We like good meals. So I couldn't get into the dress I initially got. A little too thickums. So I said, you know what? Let me try Rent the Runway. And I went there because they have a location here in New York City. And I went there in person and I saw some dresses.
Location.
Yeah, they have you could do the dresses online and save them at that location and then go try them on. And that's what I did. And it ended up being a really, really nice dress. Like everybody was like, oh, where did you get that from? That dress is nice. And it was Rent the Runway. So it depends on the event. If you really want to wow and like I would do it for like a wedding maybe, or certain events, I wouldn't mind going to Rent the Runway because you could walk off and not even spend that type of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm getting attacked by my husband.
I'm getting. Let's not say that.
He's pulling my earrings out, so I just had to take them off. I apologize. He's trying to rip my earlobes, and this one actually hurts really bad right now. But I totally agree with you. I'm gonna have to definitely check them out. I have seen a few things on them on the website that I wanted to check out, but I haven't had the opportunity. So maybe like the next big event, I can definitely check that out.
They're good for like a big event. I wouldn't do it for like work and stuff because people do it for that too. I wouldn't. I would do it like for a wedding or something like that.
New York and Company has a way that you can rent it for workwear. I've never tried it, but I did see it about a year ago. Yeah, New York. Yes. I don't know how I would do because there are things that you can keep and then they'll just bill you after they realize that you haven't returned it within the specified amount of time.
Hmm.
But see, in my mind, I think I would wind up keeping a lot of stuff because I'm like, oh, I put that in the wash. Oh, I guess it'll just be mine now. But then they charge you for the actual bill.
Wow.
Speaking of the runway, did you see the shade room? Chica, my rapper friend, Chica was blowing up Zanique's daughter and
Zanique. Tiny's daughter from Escape, Zanique. I love Zanique. She's just a whole vibe to me. Like she really truly is.
and
I love her.
was low key, but she can speak up when she needs to.
Yeah.
I just feel like Chica is too new on the scene to be rocking the boat about somebody's child. And that
Young. Young.
yeah, she's so young. She's young in the game, but Zanique is young and she's younger, I think, than Zanique is younger than Chica, I believe. I don't know Chica's age, but I believe Chica is older than Zanique. But my thing is, you don't talk about children and you don't talk about people that have been in the industry before you. That's definitely how you get blackballed. And she didn't even take a seat. She kept going with it instead of just saying, you know what, I genuinely am sorry. I was coming from a place of I was overtired and I'm sorry. She kept trying to justify it and like, like just hush.
And
Hush.
two, Zanique has roots in the industry because her mother is clearly been in the industry forever. Her stepfather, T.I., aka Tip, these are industry these are like dope people in the industry. Why would you even try to say something about somebody's child and niece? And they're babies, they're young, they're like, her daughter's like 1. Like, come on now, you should know what to expect on a plane when you are with kids. Like, I get you're tired, but for her to do what she did and blast them on social media, that wasn't very cool. That was very disrespectful. And I honestly think she did it for a look. I think she wanted a look.
But she didn't initially know that it was Zanique until Zanique replied. I don't know, because sometimes people may not realize people grown up, And she was like, yeah.
That was Zanique's daughter. When Tiny posts Zanique's daughter, Zanique posts her daughter, because she's the cutest. She be giving it to me. She give me a little life. I love to see videos with her and her daughter, because they do the cutest stuff ever. But why? How you not gonna know that when they've been on the Shade Room?
Right. That's true.
Sorry, but I'm gonna give the side eye.
I'm just saying, Chica, if you want to stay in the industry, honey, this is who you have to think about. Think about Carrie Hilson, how she was blackballed by Beyonce. She was blackballed by the Hive. Do you want to be the next statistic? No. So hush your mouth, Chica.
You don't want to be blackballed by people on social media, because that's hard to come out of when you're blackballed by people on social media. When you're blackballed at all, that could be super, super, super hard to like get rid of, and to not be able to keep up in this industry and really reach your longevity as the way as you should. But I'm gonna say this really quickly because you guys know I'm a huge fan. So TLC had their documentary on Saturday. I saw it. And it was amazing. And I love it. And I've always knew about them. I knew all the things most of the things they have gone through. Oh, it wasn't on a documentary though. But I saw it on Dish Nation and I was very, very surprised. Do you know Usher and Chilli just stopped talking in like 2017 or 2019? They've been talking all along, even after they broke up. They had us all in a shamble, all up here crying and upset and mad and ready to go for Usher for doing our girl Chilli the way he did Chilli. But do you know, she said it was super hard for them to get over each other, and they continued to talk to each other throughout this whole long period. I want to say 2017 to 2019, around that time. Can you?
So let me say this. I saw that. And I am very disappointed in Chilli. This is why. I always have found her to be a very respectful woman. Like, I always felt like she was a good role model. I felt like overall TLC period was a great role model for
Except
young
for
women.
burning down his house, ladies. Yes, they make you mad, but please don't burn down the man's house.
Well, correction. Chilli did not do that. Left Eye
Left
did
Eye
that.
did that, but you just had said them on a whole. I was just saying.
But wait, I watched that documentary. She did not purposefully do it. This is what she took all his clothes out the closet, his Jordans, his jerseys, all his clothes, and threw it in the jacuzzi, okay, and lit it on gasoline and lit it. Now, speaking from personal experience, I did not do that. Okay, wait, let me correction. Let's put it in. Let's correct.
Y'all, I'm about to learn something new, and I know everything about this chick, but maybe I'm about to learn something I ain't know. So, what you gonna tell people?
Burn anybody's clothes, but I will tell you this. So, when I was about 15, 16, right? You know, by that time, you're allowed to be left at home. You're really allowed to be left at home earlier than that. But you know how my parents were. Like, they not leaving me home by myself for long periods of time, any younger than 15, 16, right? So I remember I had went in the jacuzzi and I was having a wonderful time. I was so chillaxed. I lit the candles. Once I finished being in the bathing in the jacuzzi, I came out. I blew out the candle. Now, back then, remember this? Well, they still have them, but they're not as common. You know, the sticks of the candle. I had like blew it out and put it on the side of the candle. Okay. Now I believe it was a Bath and Body Works candle. Okay. No shade to Bath and Body Works, but your stuff is dangerous. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Dangerous. So I think the matchstick somehow melted the encasement of that the candle was in. Child, it ignited and it was burning the side of the jacuzzi. And I was watching TV, chilling, lotioning myself, and all the fire alarms started going off. I mean, every fire alarm in the whole house started going off. And I was by myself, and the dogs was running around. They didn't know what was wrong. And would you know, I started looking because I'm in the house by myself. I need to know what's going on before I call anybody. Something says, go in the bathroom. And the way that the bathroom was situated, you see the mirror and you could reflect the reflection of the mirror to the jacuzzi. I seen this big fire. And so when I say I can understand how Lisa Left Eye made his house go on fire, catch fire, I tell you this, in the blink of an eye, I almost had to explain to my daddy and my mom what happened because it was bad. So long story short, wait, this is the best. I knocked it into the jacuzzi, right? Now the jacuzzi was now empty because I had drained the water, but I knocked it into the jacuzzi, but it still was a flame around the edge of the jacuzzi. So, you know the little Listerine cups that you rinse your mouth with? All I could think was to get a Listerine cup of water and go, that was a joke. So what I had to do was I turned on the jacuzzi and I put my arm so that it sprayed upward. And that's how I got the little flame out. But I'm not saying I'm defending Lisa Left Eye. I'm just saying that I could see how it could happen because it nearly happened to me.
So do your parents know this occurred?
Thankfully they do. But I was so, let me tell you, I was truly, now mind you, this is in the 90s, I think. I think it was in the 90s. I'm pretty sure
it was in the 2000s.
2000s, right? And I remember
not to date us or anything, but a little accuracy.
Yeah, I had to. What had happened was And she was like, well, what happened was, Lauren, how is my jacuzzi burnt up? And why does the bathroom and half the house smell of fire? So I had to explain to them what had happened was. Yes. So for a long time, in fact, even now, I very rarely burn candles. Like in my whole married life, which is 9 years, I think I have burnt candles twice.
I don't think you should be burning them at all. And I'm going to keep a note to myself to not have candles around you or leave you in my home with candles because I know how you get down. So we're going to put that away or lock it away somewhere because I don't want to have to come for you. I want my babies to have their mama around.
Yes. So, Chilli, I'm very disappointed in you because I thought more of you than to let yourself be toyed with by Usher, who was a known playboy. Like, come on.
Honey,
like,
she had it bad.
You remember she was also linked with Mayweather, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Now, Floyd.
Let me say, I won't lie, Chilli. I would have not been disappointed if you got with Floyd because it's Floyd Money Mayweather.
I mean, I like Floyd, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't see him as being the marrying type of guy, and that's what she wants. She wants that type of commitment.
But do you really see her marrying this?
She absolutely not. No.
They're like on complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Like
sometimes those are the best relationships when you're completely different than being similar. That's a little boring.
Let me tell you, it's boring, but I tell you this. Do you really think that down the line she's going to turn around and say, oh man, he was so much to catch?
Maybe.
Wake up, girl. Wake up.
Yeah, I'm not talking about in regards to Usher. I'm talking about the guy she's with now.
Yeah, know his name. What's
Matthew
his name?
Is it Matthew? Oh, let me look it up. Let me not be out here telling no lies to the people. But I think it's Matthew Lawrence. He's part of the Lawrence brothers. You know their brother. Yeah, it is Matthew Lawrence. I know I'm not that crazy.
Right?
Huh?
He's one of the actors from Boy Meets World with Topanga.
Yes, he was on Boy Meets World. His brother's Joey Lawrence from Blossom. You guys remember the movie, the show Blossom? That's his brother. His brother's Joey Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from Blossom. That's my show. I love Blossom.
Well, I'm sorry. And you know what? Chilli, her daughter is beautiful. Have you seen her recently?
Chilli doesn't have a daughter.
Who I said? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant T-Boz. Excuse me, I'm tired. T-Boz's daughter.
T-Boz's daughter is gorgeous. Chase. Her name is Chase. She's Chase too. I thought it was Chance. No, Chance is the baby boy.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Chance is the baby boy. Her daughter Chase is gorgeous. She looks just like T-Boz. Just like T-Boz.
She actually, to me, I think she's more beautiful than T-Boz. I think T-Boz is pretty, but like when I see her daughter, I'm like, man, she's really pretty.
She's good. She does makeup. She did their makeup for the documentary. Yeah, wow. She beats faces. She's good. She's really good. Her daddy's Mac 10 for those of you on the West Coast. Her dad is Mac 10. He's a rapper. I don't know much about him, but I just know he's a rapper. But she's beautiful.
Speaking of West Coast, someone who was originally from New York, who transplanted to the West Coast, Tupac Shakur
California knows how to party. Yes, he finally got his start. And I didn't know he didn't have one. Like, I really legitly did not know that.
27 years later, like, come on.
I know. Like, he deserved one, like, a little after he passed.
Yes.
That's bananas. So many people have gotten stars. He deserved one like after he passed. That's why I was so surprised. I was like, he didn't have one.
It's a shame. And you think about all the people, poor oh my goodness, what's the woman with the legs that was the first one to
Y'all see my faces I make when she says certain things, because I'll be like, where's she going with this?
The woman, the rock and roll queen. Ugh, she just died.
Oh, Tina Turner.
How you
Turner?
Rolling.
My coworker was so saddened by that because she is a huge fan. She was so sad. Like, she was literally about to cry at work.
So she is one of the rare instances of someone that actually was honored in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and has stars and stuff like that prior to her death. Now, Tupac Shakur has been dead 27 years. Why is it that people that should have their flowers are not given their flowers in the appropriate time? That's not right.
Exactly. Now that makes me question, does Biggie have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
You know what? I definitely want to do some research on that, because that's another gentleman that needs to have one, because look, he has contributed to music today. You know?
Exactly. Well, you know, as always, it's always good kicking it with you, chatting it up. My little boo thing in the back, him and his little Mayel. Liam's using Mayel, guys, and so are we.
So, Mayel, shout out to you, because you're growing my baby's hair. He always had hair in the back, but the front is finally coming in. So thank you, Mayel. And if you like us to test, send them this way.
Please, you can always email us at themwisegirls@gmail.com. As always, we thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you guys next week with a brand new episode of Them Wise Girls. Later.
Peace.